up, my dudes? It's Demi, and today I am back at Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival. I covered the entire festival, all the activities, entertainment, food booths with new menu items, merchandise, and more, and I will link that video for you right here. But today I am tackling the Garden Graze. The Garden Graze is an activity that you can do at the festival. In your festival passport, located at the very back, you're gonna see this page. It's gonna show you a list of food booths and an item at each food booth. You're gonna go buy these items. There are 5 of them, and then you're gonna get a stamp. After you buy each item with the stamp in your passport, you're gonna go to a redemption booth and get a prize. So we're gonna go buy all 5 items, and we're gonna see if they're good and if the Garden Graze is worth it this year. So let's get into it, let's get to some eating, and let's go get into some hijinks. So each festival has a version of this food crawl, food scavenger hunt, and the Garden Graze is all gonna be vegan items. So last year I did this, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was not too happy with it. So some of the items have changed, some of the items are the same. So I'm curious to see if I will like it better this year. Wasn't like really happy about it. That last year, for example, there was the pineapple skewer, which is still available at Refreshment Outpost. It's literally a slice of pineapple with Tajin seasoning for over $4. And I was so happy to see that it's not back on the Garden Graze, because it is literally the biggest ripoff Disney has ever done for a slice of pineapple with a little seasoning on it. So I'm glad it's gone. I'm excited to try the new items on here. I'm a little bit more hopeful, and I'm excited to also get the prize, because I really liked the prize last year, and I hope this year it's just as good. Starting off the Garden Graze over by Test Track at Sunshine Griddle. This is a brunch booth, and for the Garden Graze, they are offering once again the avocado toast with marinated toy box tomatoes on toasted ciabatta for $6. Now, people loved this last year when it was here, and I was not really a fan of it. It was pretty plain to me, and I'm used to my avocado toast having some oil and spices on it, and I just thought this was pretty plain and simple and nothing really to it. But I'm gonna give it a try. Maybe my opinion will change, or maybe it won't. So let's give it a whirl. Thank you. Here is the avocado toast. It looks smaller than last year. The bread does look crispier though than last year. And you can see it has the tomatoes. It has a little bit of like the flowers on it. It does look very pretty. It's very photogenic, but let's see if it tastes good. I do like it better this year. I don't know why, but it is better this year. The tomatoes are nice and juicy. The bread is definitely way more toasted. The bread is definitely a lot better this year. Even though it is smaller, it tastes better. And I think overall the avocado is just a better avocado. I still don't think it's as great as everyone says. I still wish it had a little bit of spice on it, like a little seasoning, not spice, a little seasoning on it. I still think it's definitely better than last year. I think that bread definitely was crispier. But it is missing a little something for me. I still like it. I still like avocado toast. Better than last year, better than it is. Made it to Germany for our next stop on the Garden Graze. Over here we are getting the potato pancakes with the applesauce, not the potato pancakes with the caramelized ham, onions, and herb sour cream. That is not vegan, obviously. We are getting the ones with the applesauce. I am super excited. I love me a latke. Let's do it. Here is the potato pancake. You get 2 of them. It's so hot. I love how warm it is right now. It looks really good, actually. I hope it's nice and crispy. I know they're sitting out on the heat lamp, that's why it's really hot. And it comes with obviously some applesauce so that it's vegan. I'm excited to give it a try. Here it is cut open. I'm probably gonna want it to be crispier because I love a really crispy latke, but let's give it a try. It's good. I, of course, would like it crispier because it could always be crispy for me, but no, those potatoes are really well seasoned. I think I remember they weren't as great last year. I don't remember anymore. I've definitely had, I don't know if it was this festival, I've had potato pancakes in Germany before, and it wasn't that great, but these are very, very good. They are seasoned very well. I do wish they were crispier. Obviously, the applesauce makes it a little bit soggier too on top of it. But I love the applesauce on top. It's such a great flavor. That's how I always eat my potato pancakes anyway, with applesauce. So This one is really, really good. I love also having a really good like starchy, savory option that like kind of like fuels you up. I think it's really delicious, and so far I'm liking the Garden Graze. I'm liking it this year, but you know, we've only done 2. Let's keep going, see if it's going to continue to be this good. Made it to La Isla Fresca. This is located in between France and Morocco. Here we are going to get the coconut tres leches. It's a vanilla cake soaked in oat milk, almond milk, and coconut milk with toasted coconut for $4.50. So we got like all 3 of the major non-dairy milks in one. That sounds super interesting, and I'm really excited to try it. I love tres leches and I love coconut, so let's do it. Here it is. It comes in a little plastic tin. So far on the top, we just see a bunch of the toasted coconut and the whipped cream. I'm gonna cut it open so we can see the inside. Here is the inside. It looks, so I don't say that word that everybody hates, the opposite of dry. It looks really good. I hope it tastes good. Let's give it a whirl. I like that a lot. And it's not that sweet. I wish there was like a little more flavor to it, but it's good. I really actually like that it's not too sweet, but it's a little too plain. I wish I don't like overly sweet things, but this is a little too plain. I don't know. It's weird because I feel like I would have really loved this. I love the toasted coconut, but it's just missing something. But it's not bad. It's very not dry, so I don't say that M word that everyone hates. I'm gonna take one more bite. It is made very well. I think what it needs is like a little more vanilla, and it would have been perfect. But honestly, I think it's very good. It's definitely one of the better like things I've had at a festival in a while for dessert. So that's a good pick for the Garden Graze, in my opinion. Our next booth can be found just before you enter Mexico and across from Disney Traders. It's Trowel and Trellis, and here we are getting the grilled baby vegetables with hummus cream and red pepper coulis for $4.75. Now, this was on the menu last year. It was just at a different booth. I mean, let's give it a try. It is just vegetables. I do like vegetables. I do wish, though, that it was a little bit more of an exciting dish, but maybe it'll surprise us. Let's give it a whirl. You know what? I have to say, this is a pretty heavy plate. It looks absolutely beautiful. And everybody is passing by me and is like, that looks so good. And it actually really does. You can see all the different types of vegetables on there. We have some zucchini, carrot, squash, eggplant. I'm not even sure what that is over here. Looks like, oh, it's an onion. This actually looks really good. And I love the hummus. It's a lot of hummus they gave us. Actually, this might be a sleeper hit. Let's give it a try. Okay, so I got a little of everything. Well, not everything, but I got a little red pepper coulis, a little hummus, and a couple pieces of squash. Let's do it. You know what? That slaps. That's really good. There's a lot of really good flavor from that red pepper coulis. It's basically like red pepper hummus because you mix it together, and the hummus itself is really good. As a person who eats a lot of hummus, it's spiced really well on its own, and then that red pepper gives it a lot of really nice flavor. I wish the carrot was cooked a little more. It's a little too raw for me. It's very raw, actually. I don't know what this green vegetable is. I have no idea what that vegetable is, but it was really good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this was definitely a surprise. No, it's not like the best like dish ever at the festival, but like it's definitely not like the most basic thing either. I thought really this was going to be kind of basic. There's a lot of good spices in here. Most of the vegetables are cooked really well. The hummus, I'm telling you, I just had it with the eggplant. Really, really good. Honestly, like my vegan friends, even if you're not doing the Garden Graze, this might be a really great snack for you. I mean, I eat like this kind of snack during like my normal life, so for me, like I probably wouldn't get it if I was coming here on vacation, maybe. I don't know, because like, you know, you kind of like change it up a little bit, but like, it's really tasty. The only problem I really have with it is some of the vegetables are a little, you know, not. I wish it was cooked a little bit better, but honestly, a surprise hit. Our last food can be found over by the beautiful bed of flowers, kind of near the Imagination Pavilion, and it is the Flavorful Kitchen. And we are going to be getting the grilled street corn on the cob with savory garlic spread for $5.75. Here is that corn. We asked what was on it, and it's actually vegan butter, garlic, and a vegan cheese on it, and then they brine the corn beforehand in salt, and then they are actually grilling it right over here. I'll show you right now. They're grilling it right there. It smells really good over here. I hope the corn itself is good. It smells good. I love garlic. I hope this is good. It's the last booth. That is really garlicky. It's already all in my teeth from one bite. It's pretty good. See, I like garlic a lot. And the first bite of the garlic, it's good. But it's not really getting into the corn that much, so it's really just only on the surface. So it kind of loses the flavor after a while, like after a couple of one or two bites. So then it kind of becomes kind of plain tasting, and I don't really taste any salt if they're saying they're brining it. Like that first initial bite, very good, but if you're not into garlic, you're gonna hate this. This is super garlicky. Yeah, it's just okay. I wish it was a little bit better. Maybe it just needs to sit in the corn a little longer. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just kind of okay. Like, honestly, I would prefer to get the elote over in the Mexico booth, but my favorite corn on Walt Disney World property, which I think about constantly, is over in Animal Kingdom, at the cart in front of Kilimanjaro Safaris. It's the best corn ever. It's so delicious. Yeah, it's just okay. But honestly, like, I'm not too mad about it. I just wish it was a little bit better. Yeah, it just needs to get in there a little bit more. Well, I think the Garden Graze definitely was a step up this year from last year, especially from that pineapple skewer. Yeah, just step up. Still thinking about how I feel about it though. I figured it out. First of all, it could use some salt, but I know what it really needs. I have nothing against vegan butter. I actually really enjoy vegan butter and use vegan butter. But it would be better with real butter. And it would have more flavor. So that's where it's lacking for me. I almost forgot, we need to go get our prize. It is time to redeem our prize. In front of port of entry is the Pineapple Promenade, and this is where we will be getting our prize. Ta-da! We have all of our stamps, and the first thing that we get is a Garden Graze wildflower mix. Now, to be clear, this is actual flowers. This isn't like a drink mix. Don't drink this. Plant it and make a flower. But that's not all we're getting. Here it is. Here is our prize. You get this. It's a plastic cup, and it's beautiful. It says Flower and Garden Graze, and you also get a Dole Whip with it. This year, the Dole Whip is a mango lime. I remember last year the Dole Whip was really delicious. So I'm excited to try it and then take this beautiful prize home with me. I love that. It's super refreshing too. I love the flavors together. It's super citrusy, super tart, and super light because it's the vegan Dole Whip, so it's not like creamy and heavy. It's like real Dole Whip. Wow, that is really tasty. All right, here are my final thoughts on the Garden Graze. Definitely a step up this year. Still not my favorite food crawl. I just think that, this type of food isn't really the most exciting, but definitely a step up. Now, you don't have to get all of these items. You can get multiple of one. You can get like 5 potato pancakes. You can get 2 avocado toasts, 2 corns, and 1 tres leches. You can do whatever combination you want. You just have to have 5 purchases. So it all honestly depends on you as a person and to see if it's worth it for you. But if you were gonna do it all in like getting one of each, I don't know, because it was just kind of, it was all right. It was all right. Here is my final ranking with including that prize Dole Whip, which you can only get if you do the Garden Graze. So is it worth it to get that Dole Whip? I don't know. I mean, it was very good. I don't know if it's worth 5 dishes, but here's my ranking of all of the dishes in the Garden Graze. Number 1 is definitely the tres leches. Number 2 is the Dole Whip. Number 3 is the potato pancakes. Number 4 is the grilled baby vegetables and hummus. Number 5 is the avocado toast. Number 6 is the corn. Right? That's 6, yeah. So that's my final ranking. Definitely a step up from last year, but you know, it's still not my favorite food crawl. I do love the cheese crawl for Food and Wine is my personal favorite. So looking forward to that over the summer. So let me know in the comments, did you think this is worth doing? Would you get like one dish over another to complete your 5? Or is this a total skip for you? Now this video is not yet over. We still have one more activity to do. So let's go do it. We are in the UK Pavilion and we're gonna head into Twinings Tea. We are gonna do a self-guided tea tour. Who better to do a self-guided tea tour with than Alice from Alice in Wonderland. So we're gonna go through the map and learn about tea. We have the giant tea cups and then we're gonna go back inside and get a prize. I'll only do a couple because there's a bunch, but you'll understand and it's super cute and you do get a prize at the end. So on the map, it looks like this is number 5. Number 5 is the jasmine green tea. That is correct. Look how beautiful it is. And it tells you all about it on here. To retain flavor and fragrance, the green tea leaves in this blend are pan-fired. Fresh jasmine flowers plucked early in the day, infused green tea with a floral aroma and slightly sweet taste, steeped this blend for 2 minutes for the perfect fragrant cup. Over by number 8, which is the matcha, yep, energizing matcha cranberry and lime. Look how beautiful that is. Flavored green tea, and it's fine matcha powder is made by green tea leaves of vivid color. Matcha is production, and its production is important of the Japanese culture. Combined with matcha, pan-fired Chinese green tea delivers a fresh, nutty flavor. Look how gorgeous. Let's do one more. This one is really cool, and I actually have tried this before, and it's a cold brew tea. You steep it in cold water, the cold infused watermelon and mint, and it's this herbal infusion is specially blended to brew in cold water for a refreshing beverage. The watermelon mint and mint's summery blend is a caffeine-free and has no artificial sweeteners. Strawberry and citrus add fruity, detectable flavor to this cold infusion. And let me tell you something, it's delicious. I drink this a lot, and I am hoping to get one when we get inside. If it is part of our prize, spoiler alert, we're gonna get some tea for our prize. This year they actually have a table and they told me I can just go ahead and grab 2. So there's a bunch of different ones. There's some hot teas in here. We have some chai. Ooh, unwind. Let me see if there's any cold brew. So it turns out there is no cold brew teas this year, but that's still, like, you know, it's nice they're still giving out something. I decided to go with one, like, healthy one, which is an orange and ginger, caffeine free, and a sleepy time basically one, chamomile, honey, and vanilla. Sounds great. And obviously it's the Twinings brand. Well, my dudes, that was the Garden Graze 2022 and the self-guided tea tour in the UK Pavilion. Let me know what you guys thought of it all. Let me know if this is stuff you would do or if this is a skip. Let me know if you are coming to Flower and Garden. Make sure you go watch the full tour of Flower and Garden Festival. I cover everything there so you don't miss a thing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit your bell notifications so you don't miss anything that goes on this channel. Follow me on Instagram at Magical Hijinx. Be sure to check out my Patreon, become a patron, and you'll get exclusive bonus content, and you'll be helping me to continue creating great content here on this channel. And until next time, my dudes, I hope you guys get into some hijinks very, very soon. Bye-bye.